Miss Doss said she'd be in here in just a minute.
Well, good evening. It is 4:30. I want to welcome you to our called board meeting for August 14th, 2025. This work session this call meeting is for a work session and for executive session. So with that, Madam Superintendent, I turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And the first item on the agenda is to approve the agenda. With that, I make that recommendation.
Board, we have a recommendation to approve agenda. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Bourne. Thank you, Mr. Bobby. And with that, anybody have any discussion? All in favor by raised hand? It is unanimous.
Mr. Chair, for Superintendent's report, I've asked Mr. Danner to get some statistics and some information to share with the board regarding the implementation of some of the safety procedures that we've done at the start of the school year. We've been blessed with the start so far, and that goes to the hard work and dedication of all of our faculty and staff that's at the school levels, all the preparation they did in the summertime and what they've done this week. Hats off to them. They have worked their tail ends off, sir. So, Mr. Banner?
I'm asking Captain Couch if he'd come on down too. We're sort of going to tag team this. It's not rehearsed by any means. And if Darvin turns sideways, you can't see him, let me know, and I'll twist him back up so you can see him there. Just a reminder what we have in place currently. Salto, I do this every year since we've been doing this. This is from July 1 of 2024 through June 30th of 2025. Our Salto, again, is our keyless entry. That's at each location by month. If you can see top right-hand corner, 587,303 times somebody had to use their key card to get in a locked door. So again, we've had this since 2018. And again, we keep adding doors to our system. So again, just another layer of security that we have. Go ahead, Ms. Dillard. All right, go ahead, Ms. Dillard. Before we jump into Evolve, remember last year we rolled out audio enhancement. Audio enhancement, again, meets the ELISA law, which was passed by our Georgia legislation this year. The one on the left is a mic and a transmitter that teachers wear. Student microphone, that's for inside the classroom. And then the red one on the right is for staff members, SROs, whoever it's on campuses that is not designed for a classroom. So again, they can press and hold a couple buttons on the side, and that sends an alert to that school level and district admin and everything else. Also, that's in the classrooms, again, if that alert is pressed through that audio enhancement, if the camera is not on, the camera will turn on, will pan out so that office personnel, admin, and district personnel could watch that camera live if there is a duress signal that's pressed. Then we go to Evolve. This is just pictures of Evolve once they were installed at each location. This is at Blue Ridge, of course. I'm sorry, that's at East. Go ahead, Ms. Collis. That's another view there at East, main entry. Go ahead, Ms. Collis. Blue Ridge, main entry. Blue Ridge is bus pad. West Fannin bus pad. West Fannin main entry. Middle school main entry. High school main entry. High school CTAE. High school new gym. And high school cafeteria. Back of the cafeteria, that's where parent pickup drop-off comes into play. So once we went live at, Ms. Collis, do the other one, I'm sorry, do the one, no, I'm sorry, do the one on the left, you're right, I'm sorry. So this is this morning. We went live at the elementary schools today. So this is Blue Ridge, there's the main entries, you can see people coming through. Just go ahead and scroll through, Ms. Collis. There's at the bus pad at Blue Ridge. Kids were coming through smiling. They were tiptoeing sometimes. They were smiling. They were doing 360 through it. It was actually pretty cool. Yeah. But again, that's at East. That's at east as well. That's coming off the bus pad. There's the main entry at west. There's the bus pad at west. At the middle school, we went live on Tuesday. I'll give you some stats here in just a moment. And then at the high school, we went live last Friday. So I actually see that guy, Dr. Ramsey, sort of, the kid right there, I think this is the one that put his biscuit to the side. Dr. Ramsey grabbed that biscuit, and then that kid's reaching back for it. So again, we've actually had some fun with it. The kids have had fun with it. And so Ms. Colliston, then that last one there, please. And this is where I'll get Darvin to help out a little bit. So since we went live at the high school there on Friday the 8th, 3,567 times somebody walked through that device, whether it be visitors, students, or whatever. That 91% is that's how many times we had a 91% clear rate, such as what set things off automatically is a Chromebook or an iPad, a laptop, sunglasses cases, umbrellas, 3-ring binders. They are going to set it off, period, no matter what. So we're training, or they are training their kids to pass those through, and then you walk on and just pick it up and keep going. So that's where you can see at the high school that the first day was 91%, second day was 90, and so forth and so on. That one today on the, I cut it off at noon today, just statistical wise, because I didn't know how soon to today. So between 7 a.m. and at noon, the high school alone done it 1,931 times. Same thing with the middle school. That's the stats there. Notice that they're at 94% clear rate, which means nothing set that off. So again, the kids are learning. Blue Ridge today, from 7 a.m. to noon, both of their units, 651 times, 93% clear. Same thing at East, 825, 92% clear, and at West, 537, 94% clear. So,
and Mr. Danner,
yes, ma'am.
to clarify the parts that hit, it's not saying that we found that much percentage of weapons, but it was things that was identified, but then was clear because it was an innate object. Is that correct?
Correct. So the statistical data, you say, 92%, 91%. When we had the people from Evolve and Alliance come on Friday at the high school, and we done that 91% rate, I mean, we was all going, I cannot believe 91%. And the guys there saying at other schools, when they roll it out, that percentage rate is like 40 and 50 and 60%, not 91. Said it's unheard of that our kids and our system is that clear on day one. Just like the elementaries right there, we're above 90%. And those guys were here again today, and they said that's unheard of. Now, why that is we trained, or the admin at the schools trained their kids. This is what's going to set it off. And then they practiced it, throughout the week. And so again, it's very thorough, and the staff has done a wonderful job on it. And again, we're only on day 5 at the high school.
Yeah, the admin and the staff have done phenomenal implementing a new procedure at the first of school. And in addition to that, our community and our parents supporting us and helping to teach their kids and having them, if they're getting out of the car, to have their Chromebooks ready, and the bus drivers are helping by reminding kids as they get off the bus. So it has been a whole community effort, or SROs.
Very true.
So everyone is commended for their effort.
The high school is so high because they are doing this between every class. They're doing this at lunchtime. And I've told Dr. Ramsey and I've told the admin at the high school, I don't see how you're going to be able to do this point forward. So again, we're training other people because, right now you've got an admin sitting there. First several days, I completely understand, but there's always going to be something happening at 7 o'clock, at 9:30 or something like that. So again, we're trying to give the high school some, trying to help them out as much as we can.
Think out differently
Correct.
from what.
I'm going to let Darvin talk so he can talk about the system. Ms. Collins, go ahead and scroll down. I think I've got one more. All right, so this is from today. This is from 7 a.m. until noon. This is all 5 schools So we had, so there was 4,662 people walk through those devices at all 5 schools from 7 a.m. till noon today. The blue down here at the bottom, that is the high traffic times, notice from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. The blue is through the roof, and then the yellow there at the bottom, I can't remember what that is. That is that's the alert. So look there at 8:40, Ms. Collins, can you sort of circle 8:40?
I can see it, sir, I would.
There you go, 8:40, yeah, right there. At 8:40, so 20 people come through at 8:40, and then the clear rate was 60%. That's why that orange bar is a lot lower than the rest of it. So that means for whatever reason, of those 20 kids that come through or people, they had, well, I'm a math major too. Lucas, what is that? That's about 12 people had something that set that off out of 20. Is that correct? Pretty close. I think that is right. I think it's 12 people set that off. For whatever it is, I'm not really sure. Over at the top right of those 4,662 people, it alerted 336 times. We tagged it, all that type of stuff. But down there at the bottom, look how many guns went through. Look, I'm sorry, right underneath that, Ms. Collins, to the right.
Yeah.
0 guns come through, 0 knives come through. Leo is law enforcement officers. Miscellaneous, again, I talked to one of the schools, whoever was coded it incorrectly. So we can go clean that up. So out of that many people, we had 0 weapons come through our campus. Darby?
You said it all. You did well. No, we put a lot of work in this, and I'm not saying it brag on us, but they've been a lot of time. You guys know, and I'm just thankful we've got it. I'll just be honest with you. It's showing, and we can sit back and show true numbers, right or wrong. I mean, we can talk this number, but we can show true numbers, and I'm like, I agree with Darren. I can't add to or take away. So I'm tickled.
Any more?
All I got was,
Couple questions.
yes, sir.
So of the alerts, is there a certain item or a couple items that are alerting?
Yeah, we had something we didn't know was, other than the binders, is those spiral notebooks. There was I remember one student had about 4 of them packed together.
Uh-huh.
The old-fashioned kind.
Yes, the old-fashioned kind. What we had,
The
at-
spike, yeah, okay, all right.
what we had, and there was about 4 of those stacked together, and that actually set it off as well. So we're learning what will, what won't.
And
There was a couple, bento lunch boxes. They're shaped about like this, and they're really dense plastic because they have so many compartments. 2 or 3 of those set it off at the middle school. And then certain perfume bottles, believe it or not, was alerting on a lot at the middle school.
Okay,
But the middle school administration did really good after that first day. All those key things that hit, they debriefed with the kids and gave them solutions about either passing it around or places to keep it in their locker since it had already been cleared and those kind of things. And our kids have been beyond respectful.
second question. It says law enforcement officers. It shows 0 have gone through. I guess that's because the SROs are already in the building. There's no other law enforcement officers coming in. I guess that's an easy answer to my question.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
And if they come in, there's a little category tag there that you can mark it. And you
Okay.
mark it green, because if you mark it red, that's not good. So
Okay.
you mark it green
Okay.
with the LEO, and you're good, yeah.
All right.
And I just got one question. So, just to clarify, the things that are setting off, they get slid down the table and around the machine, but those get checked.
Yep.
And then I just want everybody to know
Absolutely.
those get
Three
checked out.
reminders, even though the kids know to send that over, that staff members opening those up.
Open it and looking and, okay.
Absolutely. Even what has helped tremendously at the high school, I know the first 3 days, is if something's set off, even though, set what it is, and then they walk through, there's that clear backpack. It doesn't just point up, let's grab that binder out. And then they take the binder out and then walk that kid back around and have them go through it. It was this binder that set it off.
Yeah.
Where we do have some that's not, so we gotta take everything out, so that slows everything out too. So the clear backpacks has definitely sped everything up as well.
You know, the time zone, getting them through from the time it hits to the time they hit the clear button is still good for 5 days in. I mean, I was looking at that earlier, and it's, it's not as good as Dollywood, but it's great for 5 days in.
Y'all done a great job. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my question. What's the, from you observing at Dollywood, seeing that same thing go through, what is it that we need to learn to get that down? It's like I believe you said that those season pass holders were very aware of what they needed to do to get through that thing. So my question is what do we need to train to get them to be season pass holders to move that thing along?
I mean, really, right now it's time, because our staff is doing an excellent job. And once they can get our kids and the staff get on the same track, our time will go down, because it's less than 2 minutes. I wished I'd looked it up. I was actually looking at it before I come down here, but it's less than 2 minutes. I'm thinking around a minute and a half, which is great. Dollywood was 54 seconds, if I remember correctly, and that's from the time it alerted to the time they hit the clear button, whatever it was, and moved forward. So we're not off, and they've had it about 6 years. Okay. You know, I talked with a supervisor today, actually, from up there. So we're not far off, and our staff and our kids they're on it.
I believe the middle school, and Darren helped me with this number, and Darvin, you may too, from the day 1 to day 2, from clearing all the buses and everybody, both days they all got in before 8 o'clock if they arrived before 8 o'clock. It was either 6 or 8 minutes.
It was 8 minutes.
Okay, they difference, 8 minutes quicker the second day than the first. Now, we still have logistics internally, especially at the high school. And
Transportation helped out this morning. Heard Mr. Drury on radio multiple times. As buses were pulling up, hey, bus drivers, remind your kids to pull out their binders, pull out their, those types of things. So if they get those through, literally, it's as fast as you can walk. I worked I worked between first block and second block at the high school last Friday, and there's me and another staff member there. And then for 6 minutes, I mean, that's all we did as fast as we could go. I mean, I was wore out. And, but again, the kids know what to do. And, but if they do that, again, they just keep on trucking, keep on. Still some minor logistical type stuff. Elementaries are gonna tweak some things, but again, they done absolutely wonderful this morning. So yeah, it's definitely a good device.
That's what I was gonna say. I'd imagine this is gonna be trial and error to see I mean, there's some things we've already talked about we didn't anticipate, like the perfume and such.
Correct.
And then just tweaking those things and then communication, right?
And when you say the 50 seconds, is that after it's been alarmed? Is that what you're talking about?
Alert.
Yeah.
Or alerted that
Yeah.
there's
like-
something about 50
Yeah.
seconds later they clear it?
Yep, absolutely, because when they go through the flow, it alerts, and then the time they get to the alert pad, then Dollywood's like 54, and we're probably a minute and a half, minute 36 or something like that.
So if I'm going through it here, it's going to alert about right here. So this flow person is saying, hey, I need you to step over here. So I step over here, there's another person here with another tablet, and then who's checking the bags, and then this person tags it to where it needs to go, and then go. So that's where that Darwin talked about.
I got you.
And then, but as we train our kids don't want to be stopped. And they're not gonna bring us stuff. If our district wasn't 1-to-1, we'd get through that very quickly. If we didn't have iPads, if we didn't have that type of stuff, so that's but we definitely are not gonna, I don't think we're gonna get rid of that stuff.
no,
I might be wrong.
no. Yeah. Any more questions on that? Well, with that, there's someone with us that I would like for Captain Couch to introduce, if you don't mind.
You get to come down front.
Some things
So-
are better a surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is Eric Wood. Eric Wood came with it. When did you start?
About 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. We broke him in well in 2.5 weeks. He keeps coming back, so he must like it. So Eric Wood, he's, and I'll be real short, he's retired DNR, and he's worked Towns County as a major / maybe chief deputy in Towns County. And then he's worked our court services, and then we got him back for our SRO position that we had. And thanks to you guys, for letting us have it. So he's got 30-plus years that he comes with us. He's got a lot of good certifications and whatnot. He's got a big heart, and I'll be honest with you, when I look at somebody, I want to know about them. And Eric and I go way back. We won't tell his age if I say it, but we go way back. And I'll just tell you real quick. We met for dinner one evening, and I just told him, and I'm gonna. People think I'm crazy. Something. Well, I am crazy, and I ain't afraid to admit it. But I pray about things before I make big decisions, because everybody's not made to work in a school system with our kids. And we were eating dinner one day, and I just told Eric, I said, brother, I said, it's up to you. I said, I know the answer. I said, the man that's in charge done told me, and it's up to you to make the decision. I can't tell you. And he's like, how do you go against that? And he's a praying man too. And he knows. He said, I just can't go about that, but I want to pray about it. I said, you go home and pray about it, and then we'll go from there. And it wasn't long after that, he said,
I called you 2 days later.
yeah, I believe it was. It was
2
short.
days later.
It was short. I said, I've been waiting on you to call. And but I know where Eric's heart is, and I don't want anybody if their heart's not for our kids at all. And if my heart gets out of it, it's time for me to retire. And that's what I tell all my guys. But we've got a great bunch. But Eric is with us. He's actually stationed at the high school. Charlie Yannis, y'all met before. He decided to go out to East Fannin, and he loves it out there, and they love him out there. And so we've got Eric, and he keeps coming back. So we really going to break him in tomorrow. So with all that construction and parking and stuff. But thank you for the funding for the SRO. That has tremendously helped out a whole lot, and we thank you for it. You got anything you want to?
I just want to say thank you for giving me a chance. I really appreciate it. And it was a God thing, there's no doubt. It was definitely a God thing, because he contacted me. I didn't contact him. And he said God had laid that on his heart, so I couldn't go against what the Lord was saying.
Nope.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
So thank you.
Sir.
Thank y'all very much.
Okay, very good.
Mr. Chair, next item on the agenda is executive session, and it's for the safety plan and safety stuff. And if you don't mind, Mr. Chair, I'd like for Captain Couch and Mr. Danner to join us.
Okay. Board, we have a recommendation to go into executive session. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, sir. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor by raised hand? It is unanimous. Board, I need a motion to return from executive session.
So move.
Thank you, sir. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, sir. All in favor by raised hand? It is unanimous. While in the executive session, no action was taken. I would entertain a motion to adjourn our called meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the call meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Bourne. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second. Thank you, Ms. Weeks. Any discussion? All in favor by raised hand? It is unanimous. We are adjourned.